It's gonna make it look miniature.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a big difference. Bring them right next to each other. Okay, a little lower. A little bring okay, yeah. So that is wow. Okay, you know what? I see what happens. Okay. The problem is when people see they see that the 42 and like it makes the 36 one look like a lady's watch almost. I hate to say it. Or bring that up on camera. So 5600 full set. Actually, the camera went dark. Okay, there we go. So 5600 bucks.
And I
And
have
what year is that from?
so this is Y serial. So that's 2002, I believe.
2002. Okay,
Yeah.
5600 bucks. And what's the cheapest price like on chrono if somebody were to compare?
Above 6,000.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and in
that's
this edition, probably higher than that.
okay. What do we got here? Oh, that's the watch. Okay. This was sold, but this is sold already.
Yeah, this is sold. This is sold. Yeah.
So this is gonna go out what tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow.
Okay. Nice watch, actually. Let's see the back. Let's see the clasp.
Yeah, the clasp is the new.
That's it, yeah. You know what it is? It's this. So this has got like that. It's a more. It's a brushed bracelet. It's not shiny. So it's like a
Yeah.
very. Again, I think with the Explorer II, those
Mhm.
watches, the Explorers, it's the guy who kind of wants the Rolex, but he doesn't want to be associated. Like he doesn't want to be too flashy. Like that watch is not a flashy. Like nobody knows what
Yeah.
that watch is unless they know Rolex. Like nobody.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to get robbed for that. Maybe in London you might, but outside of London, you know, nobody's going to
Yeah.
rob you from that
And
watch.
it, yeah, I tend to go kind of that way too, because if you buy a Submariner or you buy a Pepsi, everybody has the same watch. Um,
Yeah.
and even most of these guys, like I watched a bunch of these YouTube channels, and they'll tell any young person that's 25 years old, whatever, and they get a bit of money, they tell them, "Oh, buy a Submariner. That's the best watch." So they recommend every single person the same watch. Every single one of their followers will have the same watch.
And that's right. It's a cult. It's a cult. They all got the same watch. It's like a sheep. It's all like, they
Right.
all, yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. But so this, and how much is a Submariner now? What's the market on the basic, whatever the ceramic, whatever the hell it's called, the ceramic Submariner? How much are those going for now?
How much are those going for? I honestly haven't sold one in a while, but I believe.
But
Go ahead.
but this Explorer, the one that you showed, that one is 8,100. You said.
Yeah, yeah, I just sold
I
it.
think I think the Submariners are like, I don't know, they're like 10 grand plus, no? 12 maybe? The
Yeah,
basics
yeah,
ceramic? I think they're like
yeah.
12 grand.
Well, yeah, I'd say it's around like 11.
11 grand roughly. Okay. Let's say a GMT, the GMT would be like, what is it, Batman or whatever? I don't know. What
13,
are those?
14,
Those are 13. Okay. So this
10.
watch, let's bring up the Explorer again. Actually, let me take a look at that again.
Sure.
So that's actually a legitimate. That's actually a legitimate. It actually does deserve the name. I'm not here to. I'm not a Rolex spokesman. I would never wear this, but this watch actually does deserve the name Explorer because this is legitimately a watch that you would wear. I don't know, like the Mount. I don't know, the Sahara Desert, Mount Everest. It's going to take a beating, and the bezel. That's a steel bezel. It's not like a ceramic, which is, and the ceramic bezels, they're untested. Nobody knows like if those are going to crack. If you bang up the watch, who knows what's going to happen? This is like an honest watch. Like this is a watch you can wear in any third world country. You know, nobody's gonna rob you. But it's no, that watch does have that like very adventurous like you
Yeah.
know, you feel like it's like Indiana Jones. You know, it's like Indiana Jones. So 8 grand. Oh, we got the Baron. We got Baron Bohm. Okay, so Baron Bohm is the type of guy. Yeah, this he'd wear the Explorer. But you're right. He's not a guy who. He's a Vacheron man. He's a Vacheron vintage guy, and yeah, he's into the value, and he's into like honest watches.
These also
Oh, what is
sold out.
that? Oh,
39.
okay. Oh shit! How many watches did you sell this week? Shit. So this okay. So that's the Explorer. That's another Explorer, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Are those your best sellers? Like these Explorer ones and twos? That's like a bread and butter thing for you?
Yeah. So I find with the Submariner, GMT, Daytonas, it's hard to get margins on them, a good margin. The margins are thinner than these. So I find myself buying a lot of Air Kings, Explorer ones, Explorer twos, Date Just as well, because the margins are a bit better.
Okay. Listen, that's an honest answer because I mean, really, like the problem is like everybody, you know, this is the thing I hate about watches, like that, like I, you know, like all my stuff is always like something everybody's, oh, it's a little weird. I don't want to have the same shit that everybody else wears. I don't want to have like this. I mean, you know, that's why I want to get rid of the bluesy. You know, I mean, I like the watch, but you know, it's a victim of its own success, right? Like everybody, you know, that watch is like so like oh yeah. So the Submariner, actually, I don't even think the Submariner is a good watch. But the problem is everybody is like brainwashed. Everybody's brainwashed because you got all these, you know, you got all these grifters out there. You know, they're promoting the oh Submariner, oh the sub, you know, because these guys they don't have any imagination. There's like
Yeah.
well, it's like yeah, you know, they don't have any imagination, and uh, yeah. So the problem is because of it's so popular.
Mhm.
Yeah, the margins are tight. You can't make basically you can't make any money selling them for you essentially. It's just it's
Yeah,
because it's
exactly.
like everybody's every crayon eater is competing for the same watch basically. You know, all the
Right.
window lickers,
Exactly. All the window lickers. Yeah. Because the
the
margins
Buffalo.
for big dealers, they're able to make more obviously because they sell watches at a higher price than I could. Um, so they're able to have some margin, but me, I'm pretty much selling almost at wholesale. I sell some watches to retailers at a wholesale price. It's very tough to make any money on those.
I think okay. So basically, I think the reality of it is like, look, like a big, you know, a big a dealer. Let's say I don't know. Let's use like I don't know, luxury bazaar for whatever, right? You know, he's got kind of a name in the market, right? So it's easy for him to kind of get a retail price, and
Right.
his price is going to be, you know, it's going to be high, right? Whereas for you, you know, you're basically like a small time operation right now, so
Mhm.
you can't charge that type of premium price. So the advantage, look, I think the advantage, and this is why we have you on the program, the advantage for the customer, right? The advantage for the customer buying from you is, I mean, essentially they're able to take advantage of you right now in terms of you have to sell at wholesale because you don't have a brand out there right now yet,
Right.
right? You're not a big established e-com brand yet. So,
Mhm.
you know, you're happy to make, you know, a small margin and move these things. But again, you're limited to kind of what you can deal with for now.
Yeah,
So,
that's
okay,
but
fair enough.
if
Okay,
yeah, if I could add in too, um, I think you're getting a cheaper price at possibly even a better product because it's only me. I'm inspecting all the watches myself. And if you have a problem, you're dealing with me. Um, so yeah,
so basically, they call you. It's not going to be like, you know, with some customer server or whatever. But and also, how many you've actually, you know, I mean, how many watches have you bought and sold uh till now, like to date?
around like 150.
150. Okay, so that's, I mean, that's actually a lot of volume. Actually, that's enough to kind of, you know, say, okay, this, you know, And have you had any complaints? Anybody says, "Oh shit, this guy sold me the watch with it's
No,
fake movement or anything?"
no. Well, as far as authenticity goes, no. As far as like people claim that things aren't as described, very, very, very few. Um, and all of those have been able to be resolved. Because
Oh
obviously,
shit! I just realized something. We don't have your info on here. Shit.
yeah,
Hang on a second. Shit. What kind of operation are we? This is like we're doing
yeah.
like this is a
It's
we're
like
doing
a
a third class operation. Hang on a second. We got to put up the. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. We're gonna have your info here. We gotta hang on a second. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do. Here we go.
Do you want to put this Google Doc with all the info?
I can't get. I'm not gonna be able to do it right now. Top tier
Okay.
timepieces.
Right.
I'm gonna call you T3. How about I just call you T3?
Sure.
What's the best way to reach you? WhatsApp, email.
Mhm. Either WhatsApp or normal text message.
Okay,
You have my number
number.
there.
Anybody that wants to buy, they contact you at this number, WhatsApp or text.
Yeah.
Show again. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, I do need to. Yeah, this is we got it. Yeah, we get this is a look. This is a low budget operation here.
Yeah.
All right, this is bare bones operation. All right, Daniel, let's. Okay, so we got the Explorers. Let me see that a black Explorer again. Actually, the more I look at the watch, the more I kind of like it. I like cannot wear it, but I like looking at it. It's a nice design.
Yeah.
What sells better, the black or the white?
White.
The white sells better.
Yeah, but it's also more expensive too. But I'd say
The white is more expensive than the black. What is that? Is that like a racist type of thing?
Yeah.
No, how much is the white? How much is the white dial?
Probably like close to 1,000 more.
You're kidding me.
No,
I'd
the
rather do
white.
the black.
Yeah, the white.
The white dial's $1,000 more. The white dial's $1,000 more.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. And the black, I tell you, it looks. Sure. Bring it up on the camera. Actually, I like looking at this. Wow.
Yeah.
Let me see
The
this
only
watch
thing is
again.
it's a little big. It's a little on the bigger side.
No, it's two. That's why. I can't wear it. It's two. It's 42 millimeter.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? It's good for like Americans. There's a lot. All these Americans, they eat a lot of like the Texans. They eat a lot of steak, and they're always big.
Yeah.
So this is a good watch. This is a good like Texan type of watch. It's a dimensions Explorer one. Okay, so Daniel Baron Bone wants to know, what are the dimensions?
So the dimensions of the
Bring
Explorer.
them both up. Oh, you know what? Show them side by side. Show the watches side by side. There you go. Let's yeah, there we go. Or or you can even
It's gonna make it look miniature.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. Bring them right next to each other. Okay, a little lower. Bring okay, yeah. So that is wow. Okay, you know what? I see what happens. Okay, the problem is when people they see that the 42, and like it makes the 36 one look like a lady's watch almost. I hate to say it.
Yeah, for me the 36 is too small, but it's popular because the people who can't wear any of the other models, the 36 is good for them. But even I have this one I think is the perfect size for most people, which
one?
The 39 Explorer I. This is sold too, and I'll get this one too.
Okay. Wait. Are these? Oh, wait. Those are two different sizes?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's because.
Okay. Oh, so the one on this side is 39. It's 39 millimeter.
This 39, 36.
Okay. And how much does 39 sell for?
This one, I think I sold it for 6,700.
6,700. Okay. And that's got the solid clasp on the back?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. You know what though? I'll tell you what. I think the Explorer II.
Hmm.
I think the Explorer II, the black dial. I would agree with Baron von Noob. It's a much more, listen, it's a more manly watch. It really is. I mean, like, there's a lot of guys that want to wear like this, very manly watch. The
Hmm.
Explorer 2 is it's a manly watch. I mean, it's basically like, you're like we did a video review of this. We did a review of this guy. What's his name? Sean Ryan or something, the Navy SEAL guy. You have all these like guys that do these military channel shit, the SEALs, the Special Forces guys. We have a whole video up there because they're always fun to watch. So because all these guys they all love Rolex. Like this Sean Ryan, he's like a real Rolex fanboy. He's like
Yeah.
it's like he does an interview with the guy. What is it, Eric Prince? You know that it's like the guy who's the
Blackwater.
Blackwater. This is before you were born. The Blackwater. How do you know about this?
Well, I saw the watch that he talked about on there, the Endurance Pro that they made for Blackwater.
Okay.
So yeah,
Have you
but
ever
I was
sold those?
no. Well, the like an Endurance Pro, I don't think I've ever sold one. Um, but I'm curious. I don't think any of those have come to market. The Blackwater ones.
There is one on eBay. I saw this one. There's one on eBay for the guys asking like 25 grand, which is
It's ridiculous.
crazy. 20,
Yeah,
but it's a full kit. It's like never worn. 25 grand, and
maybe maybe it's reasonable if it's all combat and there's a good story behind it. Like
right.
if
No, no. Okay. So right. No. This. Yeah. The watch was never. Yeah. It's. Right. That's interesting. Right. That's what everybody buys that store. Right. No. This
yeah,
watch was based like it's got the Blackwater logo, and I think they go for like six grand or so. Really, that's the right price. Used slider condition, 5-6 grand. It's a
mhm.
quartz watch. It's a quartz watch. It's a quartz
No,
shitter, basically.
less than that.
Less. Yeah. It's like.
Yeah,
Uh, it's crazy, but he's very like the first question he asks Eric Prince is, "Hey, what do you want? What do you have on?" That's the first thing he asks him in this interview. It's like a 2-hour interview. The first question is, "Tell me about about your Blackwater watch," and he's big into explore. But I think for a guy who's like these guys who are like special forces or whatever, that's the watch. I mean, that's the watch to wear, not the Batman.
yeah,
That's like Batman is like a guy. It's like a wanker. It's like a guy. It's a guy
yeah,
who's some accountant in Midtown is going to be wearing that. A guy working mid-level employee at like a hedge fund is going to be wearing a
yeah,
Submariner. Not Submariner, the Submariner and the GMT Batman. That's not a real
yeah.
watch. Batman is not like the special forces watch.
Right,
That
and it
watch in the black dial is the way to go, I think.
yeah, like I think this is kind of a reoccurring thing that like in the marketing of these watches, and a lot of times you'll see the YouTubers review watches, and they'll use the term tool watch a lot.
Tool,
But
yeah.
in reality, an Explorer II, well, all the steel Rolexes really needed to change after the quartz crisis because it's never going to be a true tool watch, especially with the prices coming up so much. Um, and obviously, somebody who's going to combat's not going to take a mechanical watch.
No, they do. These guys, I mean, this is no, a lot of these guys said it. They this is what they wear. I mean, like they have a whole theory, which is I think one of them said, I think who is it? I think it was Sean, one of these guys. No, a different guy. There's a whole bunch of these guys that are like SEALs or whatever, and they write articles. One guy said, "Yeah, I wore the GMT. No, I think he had a Submariner, whatever it is, one of those watches. He wore that in Afghanistan on, he was a what do you
Oh,
call it?
wow.
Yeah, doom. And he says, yeah, I wore it because you know what? Like I might die any day. You know what? I want to die wearing a good. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go. No, it's not a joke. I'm gonna go out wearing a good watch, right?
Yeah.
It's like why should I? It's like it's and also back into the Vietnam era. There's historically the guys started buying them because number one, they were a good watch, right? But also
Yeah.
it's a recognized thing. So if you need to, again, I have another video with this guy with this Sean Running, but this is an old story, right? Any of these guys who are like special forces, CIA, whatever, you're operating in a hostile environment, whatever. You know that if you need to get your way out of the country, bribe your way out, you got something on your wrist that's worth its currency. Everybody knows Rolex everywhere in the world. Everywhere
Right.
in the world, everybody knows Rolex, and they know it's worth money. It's worth a ride to the airport. It's worth hiding you in underground for a couple, whatever it is. That's why these guys wore it. So if something happens, they can get out, and yeah, a lot of them wore to combat. Yeah, because they figure, hey, shit,
Yeah.
why not? I mean, think about it. I mean, like, these guys are volunteering to do that, right? They're volunteering to risk their life. So, they figure, it's kind of like one of those things, in the military, people like, you always, the guys who take it seriously, right? The guys who take it seriously, they want to have the best stuff. Because it's a pride thing. Hang on, let me get some comments from the punters.
Sure.
But okay, okay. Speaking of tools, you don't need a big watch. Do you deal in any neo vintage? What is it? What would you call? What is neo vintage exactly? It's a very,
So
it's kind of obscure. What is neo
loose.
vintage? 2005.
Yeah, it's kind of a loose term, but I tend to think that the ones with this clasp, as it's referred to on this channel, the tomato can clasp,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, this is neo vintage. Then as
Okay.
when they switch to the modern machine clasp, that's modern.
Okay, so he's talking about okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
1990. Okay, yeah, I would say yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's a good
Mhm.
it's a good number. Yeah, it's a very like people come up with that word, but yeah, that's about, I would say it's fair enough. 1990, maybe even 95, I don't know. Like there's got to be a cutoff point. It's got to be like,
Yeah, I think the cutoff generally is the 80s is vintage.